1st, 2018, and your girl's about to do this thing. Well, I'm at least about to get back in the habit of doing it, so y'all pray for me. It feels good out here though, so that's a plus. It's been like in the 70s lately, so it's not been too bad. So it feels pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my walk in. Happy New Year! It's 2019. Y'all, it's 2019. Like, literally, it just felt like the year 2000. Like, I was talking last night to some friends about how we were preparing for Y2K. Everybody thought the world was gonna end. Bruh. They bought all this water, and now here we are at the year of 2019. So, one of my mentors and I was talking about this generation, and she asked me, she said, why has so much of this generation drifted away from God? And I couldn't give her a clear answer because I know that it would probably be different for a lot of us. But we did come to the conclusion that this is a generation of people who you can't just tell something to. Like, they're not going to take it at face value. You're going to have to show them. Like, my experience, I had to be shown. Like, I had to go through a process. I had to go through an experience, and I had to have that very real experience. And I don't know if it's the way that we grew up, the technology, because things are so easily accessible, because we're so information is so easy to get. It's like, why can't you show me this God with all this technology, with all this stuff? Why can't you show me what I want to see, or what you're trying to tell me? So I think that's the issue with a lot of this generation. But a good thing was that she mentioned was that this generation is full of bold and courageous people. People are not, in this younger generation, are not afraid to stand up for something, which is very, very good. But for this year, for me personally, I believe God is calling me to be bold and courageous for Him. Bold and courageous for His work. The fact of the matter is, and I heard this in a sermon too, is that the people who came before us, they're not always going to be here. They're not always going to be here. So we have to learn, and we have to go through a process. God is training, God is building us up, because He's still got a will that needs to be done. Like, His will doesn't just go away because the other people go away. Just because Moses died doesn't mean that the people of Israel weren't going to get to the promised land. He had already made them a promise. So He had to carry it out through the next generation. And what God is doing is building up people who are bold and courageous for Him. He needs people. Like, He is building an army, and it's like, so many of my peers are just, it's just focused. They have to get their focus in the right place. And I think that's my issue too. I have to get my focus back to where it needs to be, which is what leads to one of my favorite scriptures. Seek ye first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto Him. So it says, seek ye first. You have to seek His kingdom first and His righteousness first, and then all these things will be added. So this year, my focus is going to be on God, His will for my life, what He wants to do in His people, what He wants to do through His people. That is my main focus, and I think He's not. He wants us to not get distracted. That's the biggest thing. There are so many distractions. When I tell you, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Snapchat, there's Pinterest, there's YouTube. Like, there's so much that you can be distracted with in this generation. And I read this thing where this person said that a lot of ideas come when you're in a quiet space, when you can just put down everything and just sit. We can't even go to the doctor's office and sit without using our phone. We can't even go wait anywhere. Like, we can't stand anywhere without being occupied by something. So just taking that time to just sit down and just clear yourself from all the distractions and stay focused. And so that leads me to, I'm going to this one word for over this year, kind of like New Year's party, and that is going to be my word, focus, because I believe that God is saying, okay, you got a little bit off track, but I need you to focus, because this will of mine, it has to be done. It is going to be done. It is going to be done. Whether we want it to be done or not, it's going to be done. And I want to use you as a vessel. He wants to use all of his children. He wants to use all of his children, but he needs us to be able to focus on him. Focus on him. And then the desires of our heart, all these other things will be added. He will give us desires and he will fulfill them. So yeah, I just wanted to get on and say that God is looking for people, more people who, especially in this younger generation, who can be bold and courageous for him, and seek his will. And seek his face, like seek who he really is, who is God, because there's so many misinterpretations of who God is. And God is wanting to come into relationship with us. He's wanting us to focus on him. So that is going to be my word for the year. It's going to be focus. I'm determined for my schedule this year, for my YouTube. I'm going to try and focus and discipline myself enough to get the vlogs out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you follow my blog, I'm going to commit to every Monday, and I have actually been doing that last year since April, so I'm super proud of that. But yeah, I just want to hop on, let you know what my word was for the year, what I felt in my spirit. And also, if you have a word for your year, write your word down below. Write something that you want to do down below for this year. This is I know people say that all the time, but like literally, I've never felt this in my spirit, but I feel it so much this year. Like, I gotta focus. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Look out for the vlogs, like I said, every Tuesday and Thursday. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.